Fellas, I ain't gonna keep y'all a little too late tonight, man. It's just one thing that I've noticed throughout the course of my years of playing Madden. Not too many people know how to blitz, man. Everybody wants to find the one way everybody's blitzing. They want to get all their blitzers in the box. Well, the thing is, when you bring everybody in the box, you give it away, man. We know the blitz is coming. You're not disguising it very well. You know you got everybody in the box, but you don't have great coverage. Like even if you bring them down into the box, and then you be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put some zones." Well, now you done got everybody in the box, and now the flats are wide open. So let's talk about fundamentals. We're going to start with the principles of what I always try to teach you guys. Match your personnel. And I'm going to teach you the things that you need to kind of pay attention to as far as your play calling goes. It's going to be real simple, okay? So we just kind of get into it. I'll give you the do's and don'ts of what you come out in, how I'm always, for the most part, lined up with what my opponent comes out in. A random team, they picked the Broncos. Alright, so we'll just kind of start from the top and then kind of work our way down. Now, I'm not necessarily, you could probably do this from quarters, but I'm not going to start with quarters. We're just going to start with dime. We'll start with my cover one, and then you can kind of evolve and transpose if necessary based off of what you want to show your opponent and then what you're actually doing. So basically, this cover one, cover two, cover three, I could technically just, run them all the same, maybe with like a man line or whatever. But I like everything to line up, like that's first and foremost. Usually most of the stock zones, they're not going to line up very well. But let's start with the cover one, and I'm going to show you what I mean by disguising your blitz, all right? Usually if I'm saying coming out in dime, that means they have 3 receivers lined up. So if they're in trips or anything like that, or empty, or if they got 3 receivers flexed out on either side of the formation, then you need to be in dime. So tray wide flex, tray, trips, anything trips, U trips, anything where they can motion a receiver all the way over, spread sets, where you want to make sure that you're completely aligned with whatever your opponent possibly could do or will do. You deal with people that use the motions. You want to make sure that you got that taken care of. So, like I said, anytime I'm dealing with tray, trips, trios, spreads, I'm basically just going to line up and dime, all right? And then we'll just kind of get into like some of the blitzes, all right? Now, when you're blitzing, you want to disguise what you're sending, all right? But you also want it to be effective, all right? Remember what I was telling you earlier, if you're just blitzing everyone from the box, they'll get picked up, okay? You want to be experimental sometimes. So what do I mean necessarily by that? Kind of give you a good idea. Usually, if you've been watching my streams well enough, I like to blitz from positions that are out wide, okay? So I'm going to take the number 2 corner in his dime versus trips and blitz him. Now, when you do that, you're not going to see his assignment on the field, but he's coming, okay? So he's going to be coming, and that's just a typical 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a typical 5-man rush, right? The only thing is, it's more of an overload because we got 3 guys rushing versus 2 guys blocking. The center is going to have to respect the nose because he's either gap. All right, so that's an overload. You don't got to sit there and send 7 or 8. Sometimes you can, but you just want to make sure that you align. Now, because I did that, now if y'all pay attention to what I do a lot, I do run these outside quarters. The reason why is they're going to match. So let's say if this guy breaks out, the guy that's out in front of Hobbs, he breaks out on like a deep corner or something like that, that outside quarter is going to react to the ball. Okay? I don't have to worry too much. Now, as far as what you're going to do coverage-wise, we can go ahead and just blitz him and kind of get that, prevent him getting to the outside. But coverage-wise, usually I'll play this outside third over here, and I know that 3-rec is going to help me underneath, if they run like any drags or something like that. Now, the last thing that you want to do is you want to go ahead and just slide your linebackers over, all right? So now we know we have that overload impact, and we're going to be able to take this number 2 receiver away if he decides to come at me. All right? We'll kind of show you. Slow it down. Don't worry too much about what's going on because I was kind of looking at the blitz myself. I'm going to slow it down for you guys. Now, if you go into a game, now kind of pay attention here. Notice how that corner comes right around. Okay? He's coming at such a wide angle that the guard and tackle can't get to him. For starters, the defensive lineman's in the 6 tech position. So you're not going to get outside of him if you're sending the blitz from outside of him. See, if I would have sent, this receiver right here, he probably would have got chip blocked and it would have slowed him down a little bit. But as you can see, without having to do no crazy shit like contain and stuff like that, he's able to loop around and I'm able to get pressure. Okay? So we're just going to run this a couple of times. All I'm going to do is just blitz number 2, the outside quarter. Now I could opt to just press that. And I could pass commit now. Probably do better just to show you everything as a whole. Look at her. Slow it down. Just kind of frame by frame. See how the pocket breaks down? He's not going to be able to get a quick pass because of the 3-rec. Now, the only thing about cover 1 is this outside shading by default. So if you want, you might want to shade inside on the individually shade inside on number 14. So we'll do that. If I can, if it'll let me. Probably have to move manually inside. Let's try it like that. Look at her. This shit comes screaming, okay? Now, obviously, practice mode, they're just going to let them throw it away. But just kind of look, pay attention. Notice that outside corner. Now, if he has good pursuit, it's going to come at a better angle. Pursuit, combination of pursuit and speed. So, if I want to make it better, just kind of go into your depth chart. And those ebook creators are going to be mad at me for this stream, bro. Because I'm about to give all the secrets out. Alright? Yeah, I'll probably never buy an ebook again once I teach y'all everything I need to know. I mean, of course you'll buy it from me, right? Because I'm always creating new shit. But you kind of go by pursuit. You see right now, Hobbs got a 77, 78. Eric with a 79. And you got this guy Farley with an 85. Could be intriguing. He's like my best pursuit. Let me try something. I'm gonna try to manually sub him. try this shit. Now, I know he's not as fast. We want to see if we can get a debunk. Probably should be moving him inside because it's got that outside shade on it, so I might be better off just putting him like in a deep half. Yeah, he gets bumped though. Let's slow it down. I might have to put him like in the box if I'm gonna blitz him. I don't think he's fast enough. He took a bad angle. I mean, he wasn't fast enough, and the tackle was able to slide over there. So what I could do, I could send a go blitz. Where I'm sending the blitz from both sides. That'll stop his rollout. I'm trying to get rid of it. That's why I like that outside quarter. Because if it's going to play over the top, Farley's not fast enough. So we'll probably debunk that. Like, unless maybe I'm blitzing him from closer. Just put Hobbs back. I can back out of here. Go back in. I think overall kind of plays a big dividend too. That's why I've been just kind of keeping Hobbs in the slot. Not try to put speed on the outside. Alright, let's do it. Patriots. But yeah, we'll just kind of do it this way. Alright, so he's got trips. See if there's any other ones I might want to use. Start with like I said, I could send anyone I want. Like if I want, I could probably send the blitz like that. You be creative with it. See, that's how you blitz, fellas. Like you ain't gotta sit there and base the line and do all that crap. You make sure you line up formation first. And just Hobbs, bro, he just comes around untouched. I feel like he's, awareness plays better. Make sure you have guys with good overall. Force him out of the pocket. Alright, let's try to get a little bit creative with it. Let's say I want to send the outside corner. Now, this will be a little tricky because I don't have any deep zones over there. So if I don't have a deep zone, I got to put a deep half over there. And then I'll play like an outside quarter on this side. And what I'll do is I'll user one of these guys. So with a defensive assist and that deep half. Supposed to get over there. Might have to put a better change of direction guy over there. Mary, he's kind of like half and half. Sometimes he can do it, sometimes he can't. So it's just kind of, or I could run it like this, have the vert hook and blitz those two and have the quarter over there. Send them inside like that. Just kind of play with it. I know he has a short route, but I just want to kind of pay attention more. So, see, that's why, like, this is why I want to show you. This is why I don't usually blitz this position, because he's going to get chip blocked. Okay, so you could blitz the outside, but he's going to be too slow. So that's why I said I usually just blitz to number 2. That way I have an outside zone. If I know the concept, I could put like a hard flat right there and then play 15 over the top. Look at her. Just kind of pay attention, man. Most of it is just be reading your opponent tendencies. So right there with a hard flat adjustment, I knew there was going to be a zig route on the field. And the hard flat was going to cover the zig. Now you see we basically got a nano off of this. Look at her. Usually I'll catch these nanos in this formation versus tray and trips by doing those little adjustments. Just by blitzing that corner from the number 2, it has a positive effect for your defense. You know, your offense just doesn't know how to pick it up. So like I said, if I know that hard, I can put that hard flat right there and run it like that, and then just cover the little out route. They want to keep, look at there. So if they want to keep running them little short pass concepts, that's how you want to get after it. Because you want to send pressure so that he throws it before it develops, but you also want to make sure you have that zone taking away that quick read. You know, and as you see right there, that's consecutive nanos. All right, let's see if we can go 3 for 3. Same adjustments. Hard flat, slide, and just bring them down just like this. Okay. Now we know 15 is going on that little crazy out route. Look at her. Pretty simple. All right. Go look at the replay. So we went 3 for 3 versus Trey with that blitz right there. All right. You're never going to have to worry about people trying to glitch your coverages out from trips ever again, because they're not even going to have time to read the fucking defense before that shit comes screaming at them. All right. As you can see, I probably could have put like maybe a cloud flat over there on the right based off of the route concept. So we could do that. And it's just, you know, evolve based off of what you see. Like I said, I don't need to man him up. So we put that cloud flat over there. I can take this man want to throw up of all the times. He finally, see, that's when that play rec shit starts, you know, becoming a factor. You can only run something so many times before it stops, you know, working. But it still technically got in. You can see right there. He just got lucky with that throw. I don't know how they just let him randomly throw shit up in the air, but whatever. Let's try it again. Alright, so now I want to be sure that it works versus everything in the set, right? Not just that play. So we're going to go random tight end plays. Usually I just kind of start with it and see based off tendencies. Usually I'm going to set up with the 2 outside quarters, and then I might keep a guy in man. Just kind of get a feel for it. It's a solid run defense. Obviously, cover ones are usually very good run defenses. still comes screaming. Random plays. Slow it down for you guys. That's a nano. Even though he was running a screen. But I'm in the backfield tackling his running back. That should be a fumble. One time. It's just a basic setup. And like I said, based off of tendency, you can make extra adjustments. So now they're starting to pick it up a little bit. Probably. I could probably just leave him in man. That's what Rock's good at anyways, man. Not great at zone. Look at her. Solid run defense. Match. Take your man corner, press him, blitz your slot. That's pretty much the basic setup. Solid run defense from a dime defense. You know? Now, if I'm assuming that he's going to do that shit again, or we can go back to the setup that we used earlier. Okay. On screen. Now, I didn't even put the right zone, but that was like what, a levels concept. Yeah, that's a levels concept. Just come around the back, and we're not doing this with two controllers where we don't not do anything with the offense. You know, the offense is controlled by the AI. They have a chance to get rid of it. Usually they will. Yes, the flat route's open, but you know, most people they sense pressure. They're going to take off with their quarterback, and they're going to run into a lineman. There you can see, man, it's pretty consistent, you know, and that's really what you want, you know, consistency. So sit him over here between the 2 and the 3. Read. See, now the play rate's starting to kick in and it's letting him beat me over the top, so got to be careful with that. I'm not sure what kind of release he's getting. Double check. He got the inside release. Cover 1 has that outside shake. Now, if that becomes a problem, we can get the inside shade with the cover 2. Still run our defense, all right? So we can get the inside shade with the outside quarter. Now, our blitz isn't going to come from the line of scrimmage in a cover 2 because it's not pressed, all right? It's going to be a 3-yard off blitz. Now, if we motion him over, then we can get him back. And we have the inside shade there. Now, what I might do, I might just kind of put him in a hook curl because I don't need anything deep. You just need something to defend anything crossing. And that's with the inside shade. It kind of helped knowing things like that. Like, see how he's shaded inside over there? It's an inside shade, outside quarter. I could probably be creative with this. Like, for instance, I might decide to send the safety and trust I got everything that I need. I could probably overload them like that. My thing is, I could just get on this guy, defensive over there, without doing anything too crazy. You know, it's just like we got our outside quarter. I might decide I want to send him. I might want to do that, send him, and then double man align so he comes down. So now I know with Sidney Jones, if 16 comes inside, I can basically go cover him. If I don't want, I like running those little cover 1 concepts, even from a cover 2 man. That way I have help on the inside. And see how the outside quarter will come down and help defend the outside. Now, you'll probably want a better corner. I don't have the best corners, but you know they they make do with what I got. So. Put that curl over there. Defensive assist. I mean, you can kind of get creative with it. All right. Let's say they aren't using the trips offense. Let's say they're using a doubles offense where they got either a slot, you know, from a pro set. Yeah, I got a haircut. Where they're using a slot formation from a pro set, or if they're using like any kind of doubles, or where they may have like a tight end and a running back kind of flexed out on either side. I'm going to show you how to play defense right there. So we're going to start with a 2-4. Now we're going to find us a doubles that'll let us get in. All right, so this is a doubles with a running back on one side. I want that one. I like this one. All right. Same principles apply a little bit, not to a full degree. Usually sets like this, I'm not necessarily going to blitz the corners. I would be more in line to blitz the safeties. Okay, you see a tight end on one side and a running back on the other. Y'all know I've run goal line enough to know that I don't need over the top help. All right. So if I want to be creative here, if I see a running back on one side and a tight end on the other, I want to force the overloads on the outside. So what do? We're going to blitz both safeties, all right? Double man align, and then I can run this just like I run my goal line defense, all right? Except we got better coverage and we got more speed, all right? Manned everything up on the inside, and then just basically have a field day. Now, I could probably use the one on the running back, so if he's blocking, I can kind of just play the spy or take off after him if he runs the screen. Just run it a couple of times. Usually they'll just start doing the screens early. Get that double man line. Sometimes you got to play with it. Sometimes you got to double base line. Come on. So just run it just like my goal line defense. Sometimes you might want to slide your line. I'll probably press the slot because he's in man. That's fine. Good hit. Just really want to see what I can do. I want to see if I got a robber press. Picking all that up, but I mean, it's really just trying to collapse the pocket. Let me see if I get a robber press nickel 2-4-5. I think I can get a little bit better. Oh, I got cover one robber. I should have a robber press. Yeah. So we'll do it from a robber press. They came down. I probably should blitz first and then put the outside quarters on it. Probably do it like that. Now, he has symmetric blocking, and I know I'm doing like a symmetric pressure. So what I might end up doing is overloading. Fake the blitz on one side. Let me show you. I might blitz that guy, blitz that guy. Like I might start off blitzing everybody, right? And then as he's blitzing down, I put him in coverage. So we have our overload over there, I got help on the interior. Oh, he came screaming. He almost got picked. Oh, bro, that was so lame how they got picked up, bro. He was like untouched. That was like a trap run. I don't know what his foot got tripped up or something. He almost got it. All right, so let me do it like this. Let me just blitz the safety and blitz the corner. Man him up. Do it like that. Man align so it sticks and he comes down. Do it with the overload. And then I'll play the third. I'm sitting there. I'm more watching what's going on and I'm trying to play my assignment. In a game, I'm probably gonna pick that. But I'm just trying to watch and see. He's doing a good job picking it up. Well, I say you don't want to try to blitz everybody all the time. Sometimes they're just going to get picked up. So these formations, I might not blitz. Like if you got 1 and 1 on either side, because it doesn't seem to be coming through like you want it to. Whereas most of the blitzes that come is when one side is really unguarded. So most of the time when I blitz is going to be really when there's a weak side of the offense that I can overload. So we'll just kind of focus on that and then go from there. Okay. So let's do it like this. Let's say he's in a situation where like the running back and the tight end are one side. So like if it's doubles, wide flex, tight slots. But you got to classify everything based off of where people are aligned. So it's going to be, doubles, wide flex. So let's do it up against doubles, wide flex. Do it like that. Let's see how this works. He's gonna think and dumb. I think you play rec after you do things for so long in practice mode, it stops giving you the results you want. You're not actually getting picked up in my corner. I think he blitzes better when he's outside the numbers. It's like when he's inside the numbers that are closer to the box. Like he did come through right there. You see, he came right through. He just moved right through. I just gotta probably do it like this. Just can't put him in a quarter flat. I just put him in a hard flat. He's not aligned. Should work. I think practice mode starts to bug out after you do it, because a while ago, like I said, the shit was consistent. It's like now it's just being very, what's the word I'm looking for? Being very difficult. So O is going to come through versus trips. Just try to find some more for you guys. Now sometimes like bunch, sometimes I like risk it for a biscuit. Alright. But what I mean by that is I might blitz the outside corner all the way over there on the other side. And then I might disguise it, coming from this side. You don't want your opponent to know who the extra rusher is. Now, cover one has outside shade. Just kind of pay attention to that corner. Got a good rush over. More or less, I'm not worried about the coverage right now. I'm just kind of paying attention to the angle that he'll come at. So sometimes you'll play people that run the bunch and they'll roll out. And you can see that corner. If they roll out, that corner has a good angle. Only person that got loose, 3-reg didn't do a good job. So what we can do, we can use it at 3-reg to play that. Or we can just come over here with it. Or he's gonna run that route. We just get out in front of it. Slow it down. Not threatened. The outside quarter is not really threatened. I probably should have used that. See, if I get a jam on him and knock him off his route, the 3-rec will play him. So let me do that. He's got outside shade, so we'll come inside shade. We'll come over here, blitz him, and we'll try to bump number 15, just like that. Bumped it the wrong way. Want to bump him back inside. Got to get used to that. Might have to do it from 3-reg. I just might keep him in man. Just find 15 and just try to hit him. Probably need a higher overall safety to do that. Pull him out. He's low overall. So he might not be consistent with doing that. Might have to use Merrick for that. I mean, he plays a 3-reg good, but for bunch sets, I probably might not. Like, I probably just blitz both of them like that. Now, this isn't, look at her. I can't show y'all beta footage. They won't let me. It's going to run that post route. But that's if you anticipate that that's going to be open. Like, see, I've probably been in practice mode too long now. It's not going to let my blitzes come. Look at there, he comes through. That's really what you want, because most people, they're going to wait for that corner to actually break open before they throw it. The AI is just going to give me that quick read kind of feel, try to interpret how I would play. Because usually I'm going to try to pick a blitz up, or I'm going to try to get rid of it fast. So that's why I let the AI just kind of throw it. That way I know it's coming through if you can't make a completion. That's the way that I look at things. As you can see right there, the outside corner just pops. All right. Let's see. Really want to kind of get that 2-4. There's going to be some defenses where you just rush 4. You're not some defenses aren't designed for you to kind of try to be creative and send more than you need to, bite off more than you can chew. Like the 2-4, it's got good sheds on the outside, so you might not need to necessarily blitz from it. I mean, you could, but it's not, it's not necessary. And if you do blitz, you need to make sure that you're disguising it. Like you come out in something, like if I come out in quarters, for instance, you don't want to be like, oh, if I'm blitzing, I have to pick a blitz play. Use everything as, like for instance, I might want to blitz him and keep that 3-rec. You want to make sure that 3-rec lines as close to the running back as possible. Now, when I play my quarters, I like my quarters pressed. So anytime I have those on the field, I make sure I do that. So I might send my 5 over that side. Let's see what happened. That 3-rec should have took that drag. I don't think he went under. He probably went. Let's see. Oh, he was late as hell, bro. That 3-rec should have jumped on that. You know what? That's because I slid him. He's supposed to jump on that short route. I don't know why he's not doing that. You know what? I keep forgetting this shit. That 3-rec's only going to match in man, right? If you play a quarters defense, it's not going to play. You have to turn the match on. That's probably why it's not coming through like I want it to. I have to start playing like this more. And be forgetting stuff like that. You gotta worry about it on like current gen and shit. Alright, so like I said, I like to press my quarters. Now that 3-rec should take that underneath read. This time he didn't even run the underneath. Slow it down, see what he did. Ran a fucking flat route. Come on, man. Do it like this and bring him down. There we go. That's more like it. I gotta start turning that match on. That time. That's what the 3-rec's fucking supposed to do right there. He runs that drag, that 3-rec's gonna run that drag for him. That's what I was looking for. So I gotta make sure I turn that match on. I wonder if I can do that by default. Let me get out of here real quick. Because in cover 1 robber, that 3-rec gonna do what it do. Now, I need to see if it matches up better. I know he comes down and plays aggressive on short routes, but I want to see his matching. So we're going to go, let's see if there's a way I can turn this on or off. Game options. Or do I have to do it from the coaching? I be forgetting. I be in a game, man. I just be forgetting to turn it on and shit sometimes. Sign auto subs. Edit rosters.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Alright, so I might just lead the match on. I know he gonna be real aggressive. Let's go play a game. It's easier to teach y'all versus a live opponent instead of going up against the AI, because it only works for so long against the AI before they start picking shit up and shit stops working for some odd reason. It's kind of just more into that play rec shit that we talk about, DDA and stuff. Really, you run something too much or run it the same way, it just stops working eventually. It's like, offensive linemen getting blocker resistance. Early in the game, they don't got no blocker resistance. You don't have a field day, you got a superstar. Keep doing the same pass rush moves, eventually they build up. Depending on how good of a blocker they are or whatever the rating is, depends on how quick they adapt. But if you have like a shitty offensive lineman, he's not going to be able to adapt very well.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
That's pretty much what I do, man. They want to run to the sidelines. I'm going to run to the sideline with them. I ain't chasing. We go to the bench. I'll walk you over there. Just a week. Try to be symmetric here. Like I said, I do. Creative.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Complete to his running back, Kenyon.
You got a tackle, my guy.
16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Jackson on the muster yard here at the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Another 1 yard down.
Yes, sir.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Knocking 5 on this play with the sticks.
Good effort. Why I can create some blitzes, man, I'm telling you. It's a pretty solid run. When you blitz, you want to make sure it's a good run blitz too. You don't want to just be like, oh, I want to send all these guys. It's got to be a good pass blitz too. A good pass blitz and run blitz. Got to be versatile. Remember, we're playing run fit games,
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. And they turn it over.
They can get rid of it before you're ready.
And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Stidham to throw. And that is touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, we're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. That's a momentum swing, amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Josh McDaniels has got faith in his offense, so he's going to have him go for 2. In motion left is a running back. Stidham going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Hit him, Stidham.
Hamilton picks it. And then nothing but great ahead of him. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a big 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this.
To be fair, I don't think they did Stidham speed right anyway.
Fielded right around the end.
Pass now.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the 9 for this next drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do. And I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel? Or was that analytics that came into play there just having to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I thought we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throwing the winds of Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Working down at the 49. In motion goes the tight end. Now Jackson on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Get him, Hobbs!
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's got
Boston, I knew it was.
I think a double team may be in the way.
And they'll get this down around the 47-yard line.
They like to get in those little heavy, tight sets where I like to use this Blitz. It's tough to guard. Try to force them into trips or something.
Try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Jackson. Sammy Watkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Offense ready to start this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored.
28. That's a flag.
They want to keep building over their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Second down, Stidham to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And this drive is great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rip, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Stidham on play action. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete.
Good user catch.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger, and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Now it's Stidham. Got a man open and Stidham.
See that force amount of man.
Field to 43. Now Stidham on first down. Oh, that's intercepted. He's intercepted.
Routes there, I got a free route.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Little Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had to march almost a full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position. Because they did last time out. Now with the shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence in what more points are. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, here's Davis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Without that one, yeah, his foot was out of bounds.
To go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
There we go.
And looking for errors, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Martin. And the Raiders will take possession. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one. Maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think the both offenses are really catching up from the coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
After the interception, here's Stidham. Caught out right by Renfro. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. The free receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Stidham. Looking left side. He's got it. That's good. And he's got it out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That's a play that we forgot when you talk about big moments in this game. And plays like this are critical to keep drives going. Points result. We'll call this play significant.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Raiders are going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first down. On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Being chased out left. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson put this one through. And do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm going to go ahead and set that ready to rock for the third quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kicks away. Right to bring it out here for the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly, yeah. One will be on the outward, and we don't know how the coaches manipulate right down to that area. And I love this minute to the team. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out to season. This is ours.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Someone doesn't know how to play run defense. It's the weakness of that cover 2 man. You ain't got no support.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some on the run now. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 54 yards rushing for.
Now you get to deal with Jacobs. So you don't want to play run defense.
Up until this drive and until that run, there was no
It's not that cover 2 man.
You're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice session. We didn't have to be in their meeting room. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys?
You know, no huddle and everything.
On to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Now they're throwing with Stidham. Caught on the right side by Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Jacobs. They'll say no enough play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Stidham. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Stidham from the shotgun.
Can't play man coverage on me, bro. Cover 1 is outside shade. I went inside on your dumb ass.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal to go 5. How about the way they finish things off?
Did you just get a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
And so they run it out on the 2-point try. And so a lot of Charles we talk about from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play through the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19. And the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Pressure on the bench. Hang on, they get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as he was leaving his hands.
Yeah, they might need to change the pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay, 42 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this this deficit here in the final minute of the third. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
How is that not a pick?
And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from the few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped to the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We've got a brand new ball game on even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little
get up.
here in the second half. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now Stidham on second down.
You gotta make that throw, bro.
But they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. And the pass complete to Waller on the outlet. And he is out of bounds.
Stop spamming, bro. Play defense. Jesus Christ.
That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Shit too easy.
34 down. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stidham to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he'll be tackled right on the
Go two-man under beater.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a hold at the end of the
Keep playing man. The quarterback can scramble.
Escaping the danger of running with it and picking up the 1st down. Stidham. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. And that particular play just came from the outside.
To throw is Stidham. That's complete to his tight end.
Keep playing man. I'm going to beat it.
That would go for 20 on the catch and run.
Tie game in the fourth quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now he'll escape to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against the long pass, and when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home to make the play. Otherwise,
Comeback route. Go-to man beater.
17 Jones is the pickup there for number 17. Stidham sets to throw on first.
Keep playing man on me, bitch.
And they want this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it in the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown.
That was a weak box.
And take the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is in the end zone.
He's playing a weak box on me, bro.
Send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drop.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that going when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive. The rest of the doubles, it just snaps. You need to score not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Throw it, Jackson. And he'll be hit as Henry releases it, and that'll fall in goodly. So back-to-back incompletions now, 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
Exactly right. You got to get back in the focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Jackson to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Without the pressure, this entire game is down to the next snap.
Send 5 routes on me, bitch.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
God!
And it's incomplete.
Crush your burst pice, motherfucker.
And they tried it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Oh, Stidham's actually going to throw it. And this is caught.
Why would you play cover 3? Why? 2 seams on that shit all day, bro.
Officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Stidham going to look to throw for it. And this one's caught.
Stop playing man on me, bitch.
And the formula there on the 2-point trying to go 5 wide. Not even the option to get the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they don't have space to move it wide. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for a 4th down, didn't get it.
Got your ass, dumbass. Gonna run an RPO on my defense, bitch.
And the Raiders are going to take possession.
and that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Highland, you got to be more aggressive.
They'll take over at the 10. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing us.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted.
Stop spamming the same place, bro.
Obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are in the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
There we go. Stop playing man. Comeback route gonna eat you up.
Just about put an end to this one. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Stidham's going to set up to throw this.
Stop playing man. How many times I gotta tell you, bitch? Cannot run man against my offense.
Second touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. There we go now as they will again try for 2. They motion the running back out left. They'll look to throw. So unable to throw for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, changes there around the goal line on a 2-point.
Man, if I had like a somewhat mobile quarterback, bro, imagine how many more points I would be able to put up. I mean, I'm gonna be throw first, but
Set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but it's self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they
good shit, Hobbs.
this type of situation again.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 65 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you and rally up to make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3 screens. You know it's down to 2, but 3 screens lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Might use their fall.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that
Dude got like a shitload of garbage time points. Fucking bomb. Should have picked that last one off.
Their chances of getting that done slim and none. And I do believe we saw subs just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. We're down to none.
Stop playing, man. Hook your ass with that comeback route. That's another route y'all need to start using that I don't see a lot of people use. Especially like people playing like over the top coverages and stuff. Like if they're, especially if they're like spamming like 2-man under, you know, trying to get that inside shade. Start cooking them with them. You know, go up the seams if you see single high safety to see if they're in man, you know, or zone. And if he follows him, he turns his back, he's in man. So the minute I see him turn his back on my vert, I know he's going to turn his back on this comeback route. See how he turns his back? Boom. Too late, motherfucker. Enough time for me to get the user catch. Really just cooking him with that route. This one I caught him. Too much man coverage. Caught him in cover 3 that time. Caught him with the outside shade on the cover 1 inside. Trying to show y'all the pressure. Look at it. That man got shellacked. He ain't had nowhere to go. He wasn't gonna be able to make that throw. He kept spamming that shit, bro. He was trying to get. I put a curl flat on it. Probably could take that curl off. It would have been a little bit better coverage, but Crosby, man, if you don't double team Crosby, I don't care who your tackle is, Crosby gonna throw him on the ground. What, Shadow? What? Like I said, your blitzes will come through early. You're not going to get them. It's not going to come through the entire game. So you're going to get about a solid 3 or 4 blitz, effective blitzes. You might get six to 8 pressures off of this blitz per game if they pass a lot. But early in the game is definitely when you need the momentum. It's going to help you get the momentum, which I basically had the entire game. That's really the deciding factor. Got another bench concept. I hope we keep Renfro. I hope we don't trade him. Dude's just a stud. And have you noticed, like, every quarterback I go up against, bro, they can't even get a decent completion rating. Every game I played in the last couple of weeks, you go back and watch, you look at my opponent quarterback completion rating, and he's probably the best one I went up against. But usually, man, I don't really allow 50%, in that range. My defense is pretty aggressive. Go look at the defensive stats. So we got 2 cornerback sacks. It's usually good, man, when your cornerback's leading the team in sacks. It's usually good. Especially when you got Lamar Jackson, you take off and run away from most DBs in the game. Catch them off guard with blitz. Like, that's the main thing is if they don't know he's coming, they can't pick him up. They can't ID him. And, most people just be looking at your recent play art to know who to pick up. Like some, smart people think they smart. too smart for their own good. They look at your recent play art, pick up, you know, blitz and DBs and stuff. But if you don't show that on the play art, how are they gonna know to pick them up? Like, most people don't think like that. It's like, you know, and then let's say I don't blitz him, and he decides he wants to ID him. He's gonna be in a world of hurt, because then he's gonna start allowing block shits. So it's just kind of being creative with it. Don't let them know you're sending. You don't always got to send them. You know, when I stream, I might do something frequent just so that you guys can kind of see results. But like, if I start playing competitively, you know, I'm gonna kind of dial back a little bit. Just say the blitzes for situations like second down or something like that, or third down. You know, first down, just kind of play conservative, see what they do, and then second down, hit them with a screamer. You know, force them in the third and long. Then I can play coverage on third down, get another coverage sack or something like that. So I might limit the amount of times I actually send it. We'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to teach you guys some things. What kind of evolve it a little bit, because there's like, I'm going to show you how to play for it real quick. As far as what I use for the robber, I like those odd fronts. So get on defense. So I'm going to show you the best ones to do it from. You can do it from the 3-3 odd. It's got some good blitzes. I really like this nickel 2 trap. I use it a lot as my base play. The hot blitz is very good too. It's just like the 2 trap. It's the only difference is you're sending an extra body and you're getting rid of that curl flat. So you're basically changing the third. I don't know if I want to keep that one. That one might be good. Like, if I want to do an overload, I could probably blitz that safety. Like, mix it up. Be like, okay, fuck it. We're going to send a safety and hit him on the other side. You know? That'd be just like the hot blitz or whatever, but with a curl flat. So I could be creative with that one. But 3-3 odd is good to use. Don't use this formation. This is like an under center defense only. Like, if they're in a slot offense under center, well, it's only going to match if you have your match zones on. I've learned that, you know, your 3-recs and stuff aren't going to play from a match defense if you have that shit on default. So I know, Shadow. Yeah, Shadow. Hi. But don't use this formation other than under center. I see too many people use this in shotgun. Don't use this versus shotgun. Use this defense right here when they have anything slot with 2 wide receivers. All right? That's when you use this defense. All right? Please take note of that. Please listen to me. Don't be that guy that comes out in the 3-3 cup versus everything and then get dotted up and then wonder why. All right, slot offenses, 2 wide receivers on. 2-4, the double mug is iffy. It can be versus doubles. I would say it would probably be best versus doubles. Really, formations where the tight end isn't able to block is good. So, like, if you catch a formation where the tight end's, like, off the line of scrimmage or something like that, where you know he can't block, or they'll have to motion hike to block him, then you can use this. All right? So, doubles, anytime the tight end isn't on the line, or they don't have a tight end and a running back that can block, that's when you use it. So, keep that in mind. 2-4, you can kind of use mainly versus, like, same thing, doubles, but if they have like a running back and a tight end kind of in blocking situations, like one on either side, you can use 2-4. y'all already know I sprinkle that goal line in. That goal line is evil. That's my secret weapon. Um, you never know when I'll use it. Dime 236 is good. Now, I haven't really got into needing necessarily to audible, and based off of me running a cover one, I don't really need to do anything different. Like I could probably go cover one and 3 lock. Those will probably be good. Like since I'm using the robber, when you look at the robber, it'd be left safety high. So any defense that you use, it has to be left safety high. Because when you start changing your plays and stuff, you know, you don't want, let's say, to send the safety on a blitz, all right, and then you audible, and then now you're in trouble because, you know, that safety is going to be playing a curl flat, and he's going to be playing high, and then you're going to have your inside third playing low and shit. I don't really do that. So 3 lock will be a lock. I might test these zone blitzes. I don't know if I could audible to them and make them good. I think that 3 match would be good. Because I could probably send an overload out of that from the blind side. Catch them off guard. Debating. Trying to figure out based off my play style. Most of the time I play trip, so if they motion over, I would need an audible on hand to deal with the motion. So it'd probably be like the overload 3 press. That'll be the audible. The only thing is that I worry about, that would have to be, because if they audible, you technically have to flip a play. So flipping a play would be flipping the responsibility of the safety. So we will do that. I don't use the cover 2 UV fire. I'm more of a single high safety kind of guy. That way I can kind of take the field away. I'm not going to use the cover 0 since I'm basically using the cover 1 as my go-to. Trying to see if there's anything in here we can kind of throw in the mix. I'll probably use this cover 2 seam. Probably do the cover 6 press. Because then I can send the blitz out of that. I'm still going to send 5. He ain't going to be able to pick it up. It's not like he's going to come at the angle I want him to. I'll probably have to do some lab work with it, but we probably will. 2-man. It's like I like it, but I don't like it. Cover 6 has its pros and cons. It's like any defense. What if I start running this shit from double safety go? I could, you know what? Instead of this, let me put that in there. I think I see something. I'm gonna lab it up. I need an audible defense anyway. So if people manage to catch on to the robber, I need a safety net. Let's see. Let's see if my safety net comes through. Basically, this is going to be an overload. It's going to be tricky to get it to play like a one random team. Go random team, it goes to the fucking Chiefs. Alright, so let's say first I gotta see how it works. See what I want to use it against. Alright, so the safeties come in. Alright, so I'm not going to be blitzing this one. This will be my user. He'll be in a blitz assignment, but he's not going to come. I really want to see. Alright, I need him to be two gap. See, he not two gap. See if I can put him right here. That safety came through. Too bad it was a run play I wasn't anticipating. Crosby, I'm disappointed in you, bro. I might have to do it like that. Motion him over. And then put him in the inside quarter. Oh my god, that safety comes screaming, bro. That'd be a nice little mix. So I think the first thing I need to do is bring him over and put him in a quarter. I'm trying to figure out who I'm using. I could probably use this guy. Oh my god, that shit comes in fast. I mean, I know it was a screen, but still. I'm gonna put the safety in the inside quarter instead of a 3-rec. Everything mans up. So it's just like my robber, it's a little bit different, it's just an overload. He's forcing it. See, the AI is gonna force it back. The user is gonna run right into it like a dumbass. Look at her. He had to change it quick. This shit got in the backfield. Let's get it. That inside quarter over there. We can use her Kelsey. This man gonna spam inside zone. So it'll be inside quarter. Usually this corner. The only thing I'm worried about is if he goes deep. I don't have my user over there. Really the only thing I'm worried about. So it just had to be catching someone off guard if you decide to go with that one. Unless I swap who my mid-third is. And then just cover it with a linebacker. Let's do it like that. Look at her. That. might be it. Alright, so slide the linebacker. In that quarter. Look at her. Oh my goodness. This shit coming all kind of which ways. So I kept him in the blitz assignment at that time and just went bailed off. His center didn't even know who to block, bro. He gave up blocking. Look at him. I mean, yeah, I did give up a little short route, but still. Probably run 2 quarters over there. So if I don't slide them linebackers to the right, it's not going to come screaming. So that's an important adjustment. So he has to be right here. Slide him right. He's just going to keep running at levels. I could throw it off. I could be like, I'm not even going to blitz this guy. I can still run my third assignment. You're going to keep doing that same shit. See, can't do nothing in practice mode consistently. Might not even use that one. If it doesn't come through consistent, I don't know. It's gotta be able to match or be greater than my cover 1 robber. Like cover 1 robber is more consistent. You run cover 0, you get what you get. So I might just come out in the cover 0. Then audible to like a 3 overload 3 seam press. I could run it flipped. Let me do this. I could run audibles. Take that off. Run the 3 seam press. So let's say we run our we'll have to run our robber flipped for this to work. Alright, so we run the robber flip. I gotta run the double safety flip. Bear with me, fellas. Run the double safety flip. They drop. Then you should be able to audible to that. See, they're not lining up. So that audible is strictly for if they motion someone over. Strictly for that. Don't use that versus trips. Same thing with the seam. Seam matches up pretty good. So I could go I just don't like the alignment. Like you have to change. So I go vertical hooks. Let's see. They keep doing that shit, bro. See, the AI start cheating when you beat them. They start cheating. That ain't no fucking counter run. Alright, so probably not going to use that one. Alright, so 3-lock can match up against trips. And that, like, if they keep burning you with the outside route. Only thing right here, you're not going to give me a seam flat adjustment. So what we'll do, see, he got to be manned up. I ain't even going to chance that. Man him up and then just play anything over the top. Yeah, they're going to cheat me. Been in practice mode too long. I showed y'all some good though. You know, won a game. Dude really couldn't stop it. I mean, that's really what you're going to get out of a blitz, especially if you run it a lot consistently. You can get about 3 or 4 good heaters out of it per game. Then you got to switch it up, try something new. So if you go to any particular game and you got like 12 blitz ratios, and you're going up like 36 to 50, 40 plays, you want to get like 12 blitzes. You don't want to go in there and blitz like 30, 40 times. Eventually people are going to pick it up. So like I said, probably ratio it to like 2nd and 3rd downs, key situations. We'll try to work, a game plan with it. We've got some stuff that can come through, and confuse people. We just got to ratio it out. That way that the play rec and awareness and all that shit doesn't kick in. Okay? Other than that, appreciate y'all tuning in. I got to get some sleep. I got a long day of work tomorrow. Okay? Peace out.